Folks, good morning and welcome to Tesla Talk on the Barbershop, where we focus on cutting through the bullshit, providing you with the facts and information needed to make an educated decision. And today, we're going to answer the million-dollar question. Should you buy a used Tesla? Is now a good time? Is it ever a good time to purchase a used Tesla? I'm going to answer the question up front, cut right through the bullshit. Yes, there has never been a better time to buy a used Tesla. I'll take it a step further. I think for Model 3s and Model Ys, there is not a better vehicle that you can get. You can get them right now between $20,000 and $30,000. That is phenomenal value when you look at the package of performance, driving experience, and tech that you get in this car. It is unmatched compared to any other vehicle in the segment. That being said, you can get a Model S or even a Model X. Those are $100,000 cars that you can get 2 or 3 years old for half price right now. So still great value on the higher end Tesla vehicles, but we're going to focus on the Model 3s and Model Ys because you can scoop them up for $20,000 to $30,000 right now. Now, I own a brand new Model Y and a 2021 Model 3 Performance. This was the first Tesla I ever bought. I liked it so much that within 2 weeks, I went back and bought myself this one because that one's for my wife there. So let's talk about the differences. I was shocked to find out pretty much every feature in the brand new car has carried over to the older vehicles, right? So we're going to start with my wife's. They're very, very nice on the inside. Quality feels amazing in these new vehicles. They just have a great vibe to them as well. But we're going to talk about the differences. When you step into the older car, they're almost exactly the same. The layout is almost exactly the same. All of the tech is almost exactly the same. The only thing different is the quality is a bit lower. Like, it's not much, but it is a tad lower than what it is in the newer vehicles. But all of the tech, every single feature that you're gonna find in the brand new car is in the older cars as well. The only thing I don't have that she has is Grok, which is pretty cool, by the way. The Grok feature is way better than I thought it would. But full self-driving, everything else, this car comes with it. So what you wanna make sure you're getting is a car that has hardware version 3 or newer, right? But if you're looking for something that's 2024 or newer, it's gonna have hardware version 3. Hardware version 3 can do everything that version 4 can do without Grok. Now, it doesn't do it quite as smooth, right? There's some lags and glitches in here a little bit, not bad, but it's not as quick and snappy as the other computer. And the FSD is not quite as good. It's still very, very, very reliable. But I have noticed some points where it gets a little bit more indecisive or jittery, I guess I would say. And that's likely because the quality of cameras in the older vehicles aren't quite what they are in the newer vehicles. But the rest of the driving experience is exactly the same. The only thing this car doesn't have that the brand new ones does is cooled seats. Everything else is exactly the same. The quality, we're gonna hit on that one because I see it in every freaking comment section. All the anti-Tesla people say they're shit vehicles, it's shit quality, just great tech and great performance. I kind of agree with that statement, but I would think shit is going way too far. When you look at the mid-size luxury sports sedan segment, right? So we're talking about what Audi A4s, I believe they are, BMW 3 Series, Mercedes C-Class. I'd throw a Kia Stinger GT in there, number of other vehicles, right? This meets expectations. It's in the middle of the pack. I had a Cadillac CTS. The quality inside of this is, in my opinion, far better than the Cadillac was. I even think it's better than like a baseline BMW 3 Series. But it's not going to be as good as, let's say, like an Audi or even like the new Hyundais have some pretty high quality interiors. The only thing you get on occasions is a rattle or squeak. And it's not because it's a rattly, creaky, squeaky car, at least mine isn't anyway. Your car's silent. So all of those noises are exacerbated, if that's the right word. So with a silent vehicle, you hear every single creak and every single rattle. I've got a small noise coming from the passenger window. That's it. Other than that, she feels great. In fact, I think these older seats are more comfortable, in my opinion. They don't have the AC seats, but they're super, super comfortable. But I would make sure you're targeting hardware version 3. If you get hardware version 2, you can pay $1,000 to upgrade to hardware version 3. But it seems like the price difference between the two is negligible. Now, what model should you be targeting? I would specifically be looking at 2 different options in both the Model Y or the Model 3. I would want to be getting a long-range all-wheel drive vehicle or a performance. Now, which one between those two? And the reality is the price difference between a standard range Model 3 and Model Y and a performance is like negligible. So you might as well just get the higher grade, higher edition version. Now, if you do go with the performance, you are sacrificing on range quite a bit. And I drive like an asshole, so it has an even bigger impact on my range. So I would go between long range all-wheel drive or performance, depending on what's more important to you, having more range or more performance. Me personally, I lean towards the performance. I don't ever really drive more than 200 miles a day, so I can almost always come back and charge here, which we're gonna hit on in just a second. But before we do, should you go with a Model Y or a Model 3? It's a very simple one, guys. Model 3, better performance, more fun. Model Y has a better quality of life and more comfort. So if you have a family, if you're a larger individual, just get a Model Y. They're far more comfortable, easier to get in and out of. This can kind of be a pain in the butt getting in and out of it, especially when I'm wearing a suit. But I am all about miles per gallon, so I will lean towards performance. I think they look awesome too. I'm not a huge fan of the Model Y's look. I just think the Model 3s look so sleek and clean. And when you look at the segment too of those mid-sized luxury sports sedans, I think it's one of the better looking ones in that segment, honestly. The exteriors have aged very, very well. Yeah, I'm a big Model 3 fan. Of the looks anyway, I love the comfort in the Model Y. So what's more important to you, whether it's performance and sportiness or day-to-day quality of life, driving and comfort. Now, is owning an electric vehicle right for you? This is the biggest question you have to ask yourself. Are you a good candidate to own an electric vehicle? In my opinion, in order to have it make sense owning an electric vehicle, you need to have a garage. You have to have a reliable place to charge your vehicle. The biggest appeal to owning an electric car is you always get into your car with a full quote-unquote tank of gas. My battery is always topped off, so I can drive 120 miles one direction to go do meetings, come home, plug in, and never have to see a supercharging station or a gas station. In reality, I do get about 200 miles of range before I gotta plug in. Which that's one thing to keep in mind, guys. The EPA that you see, the projected range on any electric vehicle, and I'm sure they do this on gas cars too, is nowhere near what they say it is. They say this is 315 miles on a charge. Ain't no way in hell am I getting 315 miles. I'm getting 190, 200 on a good day, and that's normal because to get the rated range, you have to be driving in perfect conditions. No AC, no heat, right? Not having a lead foot. I'm none of that. I'm an AC blasting lead foot driving like an asshole son of a bitch. So you have to have a garage. You have to have, I'd say, less than a 200-mile commute per day. If you have those things, EVs are going to be way better for you than owning a gas vehicle. So I just want to end where I started, guys. There has never been a better time. I know the EV credit is going away at the end of September. Even after that goes away, I think this is a fantastic time to buy a used Tesla. The pricing has taken a hit because Hertz offloaded all of their Teslas onto the used car market, along with all of that backlash from Elon Musk, right? This is a buying opportunity. While it's hurt the resale values for those that bought brand new, now you can buy a used Tesla for a fraction of the price. There is nothing that will give you the quality and driving experience from full self-driving to 0 to 60 in 3 seconds to just all the day-to-day features. The summon feature is phenomenal. It's two things. One, it's a meme. When you pull up into the grocery store and your car drives by a 73-year-old woman that's walking out to get her groceries, watching her reaction is priceless. But if you have two cars parked on both sides of you and it's a tight, you don't want to ding up your door or their door getting out, summon your car, it'll back out of the spot for you, then you can get in. It's a phenomenal little thing. It's the little things about Tesla that creates a driving experience that is unmatched. So with that, go buy a Tesla, target a Hardware 3 edition. These things age incredibly well, very limited maintenance, incredibly fun vehicle. You will not be disappointed. Until then, have a great morning. Stay frosty. Make someone smile today. Peace.